What up, YouTube? Team 12 is back. Gobb?
What up?
It's me, Nimbus. I've returned. Yeah, we let Gobby over here do his own solo video, so it was awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys let me do that. That was an oversight.
Gobby. All right, we're back at it. One Piece, chapter 863. The Consummate Gentleman? Was Sanji in this chapter at all? I don't remember.
I think a little bit, but not very much.
Okay,
Like maybe like a frame or two.
yeah, just being a gentleman or something. All right, well, anyways, let's just jump right into it. Obviously, Gobby and me really like this background.
It was
it's
awesome.
The cover page. Yeah, we're big fans of the art pages. As an artist, I love when you see a good piece of art. And
And even though I'm not an artist and I pretty much am totally useless in the art department, I still think it's sweet.
you appreciate art, and we appreciate you.
Right.
You know that's how it works. Yeah. Anytime we see a color picture of Robin, I'm always happy. But anyways, wanted to acknowledge that. I guess they're doing the sixth ever popularity poll for the characters, which is why they gave you the thousands of options that people can take in One Piece.
Does that? Do you think that like has any impact on how Oda writes the rest of the story?
I don't think so, but I think he
I
does
wouldn't
love
be
it.
surprised if like
I think
if
he
he was
loves it.
like gonna like make like small little tweaks.
Oh, he might make tweaks. Like, for example, Law is famously super popular on these polls. So maybe Law joined the crew a little earlier, or the Alliance a little earlier than he would have.
Yeah,
Possible. But you can see around around Luffy, you see Ace around him, you see Fujitora, whatever that's going to mean. He's a badass. I love him. You know, you
yeah,
see the ones who are important, obviously, and the Straw Hats have bigger boxes than the others.
yeah.
Anyways, I could literally make a video about each person in this. Maybe I will. But anyways, should we start on page 1?
Yeah, let's get going.
So obviously we jump straight into a flashback, and as much as I started really liking Capone, this chapter really made me like him a lot, and I'm gonna be sad if he does die. But we get the flashback, the whole plan, the way it got played out. Luffy actually did come up with basically the whole plan, and you know we saw Capone's gangsters walking out with the chef disguises. They put the mirror in there. Luffy, great panel of him like all tired, gathering up all
He
the
just
animals.
rounded up all of those animals so quickly.
If there's unlimited amounts of food for Luffy, he can do everything. He's the Energizer Bunny.
Oh man, absolutely. Again, this is why I love Oda. The humor that is thrown in here, and like one of the more serious moments in
Yep.
this entire story, you still have this like stupid little face of Luffy's.
This is one of the most chaotic chapters I've ever seen, to be honest. So
Oh yeah. I can't really remember a chapter that had like this much information dropped at once.
yeah, the information dump and just craziness. So
Yeah.
many different things happening. Oda set up this picture in our head of what we should be expecting at the wedding. It's madness.
Absolute madness. And so I love the like image of all of like the Luffy clones bursting out of the cake. That like one crazy face that you get of like Luffy like ah, and
Yeah.
then the cake falling down, just like really getting you into the action really quickly.
Great animation this chapter. And the guy in charge of the newspaper, that bird asshole, you just keep seeing him again and again and again. And as a writer or as an what's it called, a reporter, he's just jizzing himself this whole entire chapter, just like, wait,
Oh,
Straw Hat Luffy's here? And you'll see it time and time again. So you know after this arc is over, the newspaper is going to be outrageous. There's probably going to be, you know how the Vince Smokes had their comic strip?
yeah.
I bet Luffy's going to have one after this.
That would be awesome. Oh, that would be so funny. Starting to see Luffy because like that would be getting some real respect.
Yeah, a comic of Luffy within a comic about Luffy. one piece inside one piece. Yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about it.
It's getting some Inception going on. I loved. Okay, there was the one Sanji. Sanji saying, "Oh no, everything's going down. I'm counting on you, Luffy," and then just kind of sits back because at this point it's really Luffy time.
Yeah, Luffy's time to shine right here. You know, he's the one all over the place, and you know, Big Mom is blaming Straw Hat for destroying her cake.
And she's not wrong.
Oh no, not wrong at all. It was completely his idea, and it's hilarious.
And then we get one of the most important reveals of a very long time, in my opinion, is that Big Mom can only steal lives if you're scared for your own life.
Right, there's some sort of fear aspect in this as well. So there are conditions that need to be met in order for her to pull the life out of somebody. So, that is a very important point.
Because that renders that power useless against Luffy. Useless.
Luffy is not scared of it. I don't think I've ever seen him scared. I've seen him sad, but I don't think I've ever seen him scared of something.
No. I mean, again, even when he was about to die, he was smiling.
Yeah, exactly. Never scared. He's the fearless leader. For as many weird things about Luffy, he really is what you'd think of as a leader.
I mean, yeah, he'll do anything for his crew, and he's not afraid of anyone.
Nobody. But anyways, we get a little more backstory how everything is working. You know, the crew is literally throwing these animals out of the bag, and Brule is transforming them into Luffy like, I'm so sorry, I'll never forget this, I hate you all, Big Mom, I'm sorry.
But you know that's just not going to mean anything to Big Mom, that Brule's still screwed.
Right, exactly. And we gotta, after the whole crew jumps back in there, we don't really see Brook, but we'll get into that later. We get a shot of Caesar just crying and mad, and they're all just calling him the worst. I
still think Caesar joins the crew.
He might, but something, yeah, that might be it. I'm sensing something's gonna happen with him, something unexpected.
Oh,
and you might be right.
He might sell them out.
I don't think he's gonna sell them out, but I think he's just so frustrated and feels the hate, and his life is on the line. Anyways,
it's got to be a lot. I imagine it's a lot.
Yeah. Yep. So you know, Big Mom, you know, Luffy creates this awesome idea where you can't find the real Luffy. They're all jumping around. It's literally like, where's Waldo moment. Big Mom's like, where the hell is the real one? And literally, the next panel, I think, Luffy says, me? It's
me.
With the whole mouthful of cake, of course, just to rub it in even worse.
I mean, because of course Luffy's gonna have his mouth full of cake. And though I gotta say before that, I did love Capone. Capone having that thought of like, oh, he's just like total chaos. I love it.
Yeah,
it's great.
You know, immediately after someone compliments Luffy for being smart, he's gonna do something
real stupid.
Yes, and the face again. Capone, I love them after this chapter. He gives the face like literally like
it's me like
jaw dropped.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yes. It's a great 3 panels. You got Luffy with his mouthful of cake, the one thing Big Mom loves. Capone, jaw to the floor, and Big Mom just that is the meanest I've seen her probably. That is an awesome panel of her.
So yeah, Luffy tries to go for it, says who he is, so totally ruins the entire plan.
Yeah, exactly.
And gets worked by Dogtooth. That's his name, right? Dogtooth.
Yeah, that is a strange ability. I would not have predicted that. I knew he had jelly beans. Yeah.
That was a cheap joke, Jesus.
Gobb, I love it.
Yeah, well, can't help it. The image of Carrot and Nami and Chopper all sitting there like eating cake while talking about what they're gonna do is just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, every scene in this is either action packed or just hilarious.
or just humor, humor, humor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, and this is a perfect example. Is you go from them talking about once Luffy's broken the photo, what are they going to do? And it's like this humor thing to Big Mom being like, I am going to ruin all of you. Like, Zeus, Prometheus, come
Yeah,
over here.
exactly. And we learned something else pretty important about Dogtooth's power. We learned his weakness too in this chapter.
His
H2O.
weakness?
H2O. Jinbei
Really?
says, Jinbei says, oh, like, use water to get out of it, but the key is to really just try and avoid it at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. Oh, absolutely.
Well, yeah, we there was just so much crap in this. We got to just go through the whole thing from the top to the bottom. It's insane here. We learn about two of the major players here, their weaknesses. I just want the Vince Smokes to jump in and join the good guys here. Well, Luffy. I want them to join in. They have not done anything yet.
Do you really think that they're going to join in?
I think so, yeah. I hope. I hope. I don't know.
I mean, I could see it. They have every reason to. Big Mom is clearly trying to go after them.
Yeah, Judge might have a moment where he can kind of turn the tide, and it's his choice. And
No,
then
actually, do they know that they were trying to kill Sanji?
no, Jinbei. Oh my gosh, Reiju is the only one in the family, and
Yeah.
she was kind of ready to just die with all of them.
Let them all die.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So yeah, we learned two big weaknesses, and you also have Jinbei covering for Capone in a really big way, saying that he was the one that talked about Mother Carmel, not Capone.
yeah. It's really a pretty crazy situation here because Oda just takes the reader and like 3 or 4 times just I don't want to call it trolling, but I want to call it like
It's basically trolling.
yeah, it like this last shot of the chapter or this last panel, I think it's 2 pages put together, page 20 where I'm reading it. You get Jinbei, just such badass images of him. Prometheus, Zeus, like you were saying, just awesome looking. And then you get this guy with this Luffy mask, and he just simply, I completely can picture this animated, just boop 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 boop, yo pop.
And it was a bit of a dead giveaway with that.
But yeah, I mean, Jinbei just joined the crew. Also, I think we should talk about that a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jinbei, he officially resigned from Big Mom's crew, and he's like part of the crew, and Luffy's down with it. So, like,
Luffy,
I love it.
Luffy's
I love
like, yay! But does this mean he's just a part of the crew if he survives this?
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, I could still see Jinbei not surviving all of this, but I mean, he's definitely part of the crew.
Yeah.
You had Luffy go, yay! That was
Yeah.
clearly agreeing that Jinbei should be part of the group. And once Luffy kind of decides that, you're part of the group.
Exactly. And, that's basically the confirmation from Luffy. And I think there's 3 people who could potentially die by the time this arc is over. I think Pedro is the most likely to die during this. I think the second most likely is Jinbei. And 3 is Capone. And that's in my book. That's what I think.
Okay. I mean,
I hope they all survive, but I think likely if people are going to
I
die.
think Pedro's gone.
Yeah.
I don't think Pedro was ever meant to leave.
Yeah, I agree. I think he was meant to die on this island.
Yeah. But I think he's going to do it in a pretty, he's going to do it in a badass way.
Yeah, no, has to. Everything this character's done since he's come to the crew has been badass. And I think he's kind of been a Sanji replacement. The blonde hair, always chain smoking. And I think as Sanji comes back, Pedro's going to have to leave, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we thinking is about to happen? The picture is destroyed. We know that they're ready with the rockets to shoot Big Mom. Do we think Big Mom goes down here?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think the Rockets will be the reason she goes down, but I think something else will happen. I think Brook is clearly the MVP of this series. I mean, this arc.
Yeah.
He destroyed the picture, got the poneglyphs. He went toe to toe with Big Mom. I think he's the key to everything here still. I think he's not even done yet. I think he's going to come through and keep on going. I do not think the Rockets will kill Big Mom. I think Brook will be another big part of this. We need to get the Vin Smokes to help out with those clouds, and I think we're good. I think we'll make it through.
I agree with you in large part. I don't think that the Rockets will do that much damage to Big Mom. I think that she'll be just fine. I don't think this is the end of Big Mom. I think that Big Mom is just gonna, they're gonna follow the Rogers path.
Yeah, you're right.
And just kind of leave. So that's kind of how I'm viewing the rest of this series, is that Luffy's going to do the same thing that Roger did, but without, like, in his own unique way.
Exactly, yeah. You can always use Shanks and Roger as a good kind of guide for what Luffy's going to do, but Luffy's got his own touch, I don't see Roger.
And Luffy will honestly do it better than them, but, it's a good, like, general understanding.
Exactly. Any other thoughts you want to leave before we peace
No,
out?
I think that's it. I guess just happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Gobb, you're the man.
Mm-hmm.
Love you much.
Love you, Nimbus.
And I guess Team 12 out.
Team 12 out.